Hi everyone. I believe it's time for a long-awaited update. Last week, I went to see my oncologist with my mom, and we went over some test results. And my CEA, which is my cancer cell count, is rising again, and the liver count is rising as well, which is not a good thing. Um, After having gone through several surgeries this past summer and having spent 73 days in the hospital, my body has been through probably a lot more than I ever expected it could go through. And with everything that's been going on, the doctor has recommended to continue doing chemo. But I've decided that with how much chemo has ravaged my body and how much my strength and will to keep doing chemo has really diminished since this last summer and fall, I feel that the best choice for me is to not do chemo anymore. It's a really hard decision to make, and often not the one that someone has to or even wants to choose. Usually you want to hear there's no other options. We need to prepare for making you comfortable. Well, with making this choice, at least I have the decision to live whatever time I have with as much joy and excitement and hope that I can possibly have, and not be suffering and be sick and be in and out of the hospital. I need to take this time and spend it with family and friends and loved ones. And I want to just be able to be with you guys. What I also want you to know is that if any of you are hurt that you're hearing this message from me on Facebook and not in person, it's because I can only tell this individually so many times without crying and just the heaviness of the emotional weight it takes to tell people you decided you can't do chemo anymore. The doctor has said that it's approximately 4 to 5 months. But we know that we have a God that is much bigger than anything that a doctor says. And my hope and prayer is still that if he wants to heal me and if it's his will, that he will do it without any of the chemo, because everyone typically looks to the medical field to say, well, that was what happened, that's what made it work. But maybe God will use this to get the glory he deserves and heal me. But if he decides not to heal me, there is still amazing glory that he deserves through this journey that I've had. I love all of you so much. It is very hard for me to share that I'm stopping this. And I don't want any of you to think that I'm giving up. And I also don't want any of you to be angry. If you're angry, then be angry. But more than anything, I want your support, and I want your prayers, and I want your love, and more importantly, I want your time. If you have time to spend with me, then we're going to start working out times to be together and to have fun and to love on each other. So please be in prayer for me and for my family, especially for my husband. And I know this is hard, but I feel joyful in making this decision and a lot of relief. I hope you understand, and I thank you all so much for supporting us. And I will share more about different ways that you can help. If you want to be able to support us financially, the GoFundMe is still out there. And I just don't know what else to say, but I pray that you all have a wonderful Christmas season. just remember that Christ came to this earth and died for us and loves us so much, giving us this greatest gift of salvation. And I'm not worried about death. I'm more excited for what God's going to do. I love you all.